Hey guys, it's Megan, aka the Brunette in Balance, and this is my workout to ease anxiety. So I've suffered with anxiety and panic attacks for many years, and I understand how debilitating that can be. Fortunately, I learned long ago that one of the best ways to deal with this unfortunate ailment that is, by the way, quite common. About 40 million people in the United States alone suffer from anxiety. So we may be weird, but not because of that. All right. So what was I saying? The point is that I have learned that exercise is truly the best anti-anxiety medicine. And research backs me up. Did you know that 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity each week greatly improves symptoms of anxiety as well as depression, panic, all kinds of mental health conditions? So I wanted to bring this to you guys because as a personal trainer, this is really my passion, helping people to feel better and feel more in control of their lives, all right? So all we need today is have a chair handy as well as some dumbbells. If you're a brand new exerciser, you can do this without dumbbells, all right? Or you can even grab like a bottle of water, some cans of soup. We don't need anything too heavy today. We're gonna be doing a lot of aerobic type moves with light dumbbells so that we are toning the muscles and we're also keeping our heart rate up, because that same research also shows that the best anti-anxiety exercise is cardiovascular training, all right? And it does this because, did you know that exercise increases your feel-good hormones? And most people know endorphins, all that good stuff, but it also decreases levels of adrenaline and cortisol in your bloodstream. So you're just not as jittery all the time. So it's one of the best ways to deal with this condition. So I'm excited. Let's get started. We're gonna work out for 35 minutes. And if you do this 5 days a week, you will have your 150 minutes in. All right, so let's get started. And yeah, I'm ready. Let's get pumped. All right, let's get started. Let's see, can you see my feet? I'm looking in the viewfinder here. I think we're good. I'll do my best. So I just need to get my plan out here. We're gonna start with a warm-up of about 5 minutes, and we're just gonna get our heart pumping. I'm gonna start a timer here just so I know how long we've been exercising. Let's start that right now. What I'm gonna have you do is we're just gonna start with a march, okay? Just marching. So you probably wanna have some music playing. You wanna have your hair up if you have long hair like me. Have your water nearby. All right, and we're just starting, just getting the heart rate going. And I should note that I understand completely that for a lot of us that have anxiety, when the heart rate starts to go up, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes, right? When you're afraid you're gonna panic and that kind of thing. But just say bring it on, all right? Because this is good heart pumping action, all right? So as we go along, get out my timer there. As we go along and the heart rate starts to come up, or I start to feel some of those symptoms that I understand may make you a little bit anxious, I'll try to point it out to you just so you know that I'm feeling the same thing, okay? Because I know how it is. I completely understand. We're just going to take about 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you, if you have something handy, I want you to pick up some light dumbbells. And we're just gonna start marching with the dumbbells, taking the knees up a little bit. You can hear it in my voice, my heart rate's already coming up. That's completely normal. All right. Marching like good soldiers, taking care of our bodies. Keep it moving. So we're going to do 30 minutes of active exercise, and then we're going to take a 5-minute stretch at the end for a total of 35 minutes. So I recommend you doing this workout a few times a week, and then on the other days you can go for a walk, ride your bike, or you can even work out with me 5 days a week if you want. And I hope that you'll like this, and I'll be able to do some more anxiety reducing workouts in the future. keep it moving. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, now just side to side. All right, just gonna have you step side to side. Lightly, just let the arms hang right now. And then we're gonna bring them into the movement in a few seconds. Now I want you to take your arms to 90 degrees, just like this. And as you step, I want you to just extend the arms up to shoulder height. So take a look here. So I'm not going up like this, just staying about at shoulder height, warming up the upper back muscles, keeping the heart rate up. Excellent. About 1.5 minutes left of our warm-up. Time is flying. These big rhythmic movements are so great for elevating the heart rate. That's what should be happening. A few more here. 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to just hold the dumbbells in front and I want you to start kicking. So you're driving your heel forward. So kick me. Look at the screen. Drive your heel right into my head for making you do this stupid workout. Trust me, you will thank me. You will feel better. If you keep doing this, you're going to start feeling leaner and you're going to feel calmer. I promise you that. So you'll notice we're doing these big movements that are also stretching out our muscles. So you can feel the back of the hamstring here is stretching. I know what I'm doing. There is a method to my madness. Do you have some good music playing? I wish I did, but copyright stuff, right? So I gotta do this in silence. You can put on some good tunes, put on your Pandora, and rock it out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. So we are going to start with the toning exercise. We're going to do sit and stands. I'm going to have you grab your chair here. What I'm going to have you do, you're going to have your feet, hopefully you can see my feet, I'm not sure. I'll move back a little bit. My feet are just a little wider than hip width. What you're going to do is I'm going to have you sit all the way down in the chair, putting your weight in the heels, all right? And then as you stand, you're going to stand up, once again, pushing the floor away with your heels, really engaging your glute muscles, okay? So if you're a more experienced exerciser, just come along with me here. We're just going to go until we start to feel the burn. You can replace this with a regular squat, or you can just hold some dumbbells in front of your body and continue to do the sit and stand, and that will just add a little extra resistance, okay? So lots of options. I like to give you lots of ways to modify as well as increase the intensity, so you can make the workout your own. Good job. You'll notice our heart rate is still coming up. You might start to feel the burn, all normal. Start getting like a little hot. Those aren't hot flashes, that's sweat, and that is a good thing. 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Good job, excellent. If you're not used to exercising, you might feel warmth all in your thighs there, some burning even. That's a good thing. And if you start shaking, by the way, shaking is good. It means you're working. So never fear that. Okay, so let's move the chair off to the side. And I'm going to have you pick up some light dumbbells. I'm going to go with my 3-pound dumbbells this time. I have 2, 3, 5, and 8. And that is a set that I really recommend for beginners. That's where I started. Now I lift a lot heavier, but that is a great place to begin. Way back when I was struggling with anxiety, and I had to learn how to how to deal with it. So we're going to do a modified jumping jack. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 2 taps and back together. And as we tap, we're doing a side lateral shoulder raise, just like that. All right, so once again, just like we did in the warm-up, we just want that arm to come up to the shoulder height. And you never want to lock out your joints, okay? So even though my arm is pretty straight as I'm doing this, I have a little micro bend in my elbow. You always want to keep some softness around your joints. It just helps to prevent injury. My goal is to help you train as safely as possible. Now, if you're more advanced, once again, you can take this to a full jumping jack, and you can even do the jumping jacks with dumbbells in your hand. That really adds a little extra dimension to this movement. Two more after this. 2 and 1. Excellent. Probably start to feel your shoulders burn. Very normal. All right, let's see what we have next. Okay, we're going to bring out our chair again. Just pull it out from the corner. We're going to do seated rear delt flies. So these are for the back of the shoulder, the rear delt, as well as your lat muscles and your traps a little bit as well up there on the back. So I want you to grab, if you have them, grab a little bit heavier, 3s or 5s. Otherwise, if you're a very beginner, you can just mime it with us. Just squeeze, you'll feel it. I'm going to pick up my 5-pound weights here. I'm going to have you take a seat. You're going to have the feet right under the knees there, just like that. And you're going to lean over your legs. And I want you to just take your gaze right in front of your shoe so that your neck is in good alignment with your spine. And I want you to take your arms up to the side, squeezing your back muscles together. So picture like you have strings tied to your elbows. All right, and that's pulling you up to the ceiling. And as you pull up those arms, or as those strings pull them up, I should say, you're squeezing those back muscles together. Pretend like my hand is between your shoulder blades. And you're just working to squeeze it. Excellent. And you'll notice that weightlifting exercises also keep that heart rate up. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. Put those weights away. Move that chair off to the side again. Just like that. I'm recording, right? Yes. I get paranoid about that. I'm like, I did press record, right? I've done stuff like that before. It's really disappointing. So that's the anxiety right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I check? Did I check? All right. Anyway, I want you to pick up your light weights again. I'm going to pick up my 2s for this. And we're going to continue to work our back muscles. What we're going to do is we're going to have the weights out in front of us. And we're going to take 2 steps to the side. 1, 2. As we do, we're pulling back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. So we're still working our back. I always want to hit all your muscles here. Think about how good you're going to look in a tank top. Yeah. Summer's coming. So as you get used to this movement, take a little wider step. Really work that cardio. 2. Excellent. And 1. and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. Good job. Keep it going. Yes, I'm sweating. 1 and 2, elbows up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah, my arms are feeling it. I'm getting that warmth in there. That's good. Now if we're doing any of these exercises and your arms start to burn because you're not used to using weights, just drop them and keep going. You know, no big deal. All right, we're gonna do an exercise now called Good Mornings. So this one, you'll be able to let your heart rate come down a little bit. We're mixing it up. This is an exercise that works the booty and the lower back, all right? So we're working the upper back there, right, and the rear delt of the shoulder. Now we're moving down. So what I'm gonna have you do is take your hands behind your head. Your feet are gonna be underneath your hips, parallel to one another. Hopefully you can see me here. What I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you come down with a flat back, and then you're gonna stand, and you're gonna keep that weight in your heels. So as you come up, you squeeze the booty, okay? So this is a booty / back exercise. So if you have a mirror, this is a good one to use it for. Just make sure that you're not slumping over, right? So you don't want to be coming down like this, because then you're losing alignment and you're not hitting the muscles where you want to. We just want to make sure our workouts are effective. So keep your shoulder blades retracted, like I was saying earlier. Pretend my hand is between your shoulder blades. That's what you want to do here as well. And I always think about my booty going one way and my head going the other. So my booty's going to the back of the room and my head's going forward. And you can take these more slowly than I do, and that goes for any exercise. If I'm going too fast, you just take it at your own pace and do what you can until we move on to the next one. No big deal. This is your workout. Something's always better than nothing. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. Whew, those were good mornings. Now we're going to get the heart rate back up, and we are halfway through this workout already. So time flies when you're having fun. I want you to pick up your light weights again. I'm gonna grab my 2s. We're gonna work the abdominals in a standing position. I like to work abdominals standing because it's nice not to have to get on the floor sometimes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring the knee up and you're gonna crunch in the center and then send the arms back up overhead. Hopefully I don't have pit stains right now. I might, and that's okay. It proves I'm working hard. So we're also working the shoulders in this lovely movement here. These movements that work upper and lower really spike the heart rate and really spike your calorie burn. So if you're starting to get flush, that is very normal. Or I should warn you, if the room is too cold or you have a fan on, sometimes you get a little chill, okay? That can happen too. Good job. We're gonna keep at this for a little longer. My arms are getting tired though. I feel it. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now if you have good music playing, you might be at a different beat and that's okay. Just keep on moving. Groove to whatever you're playing and enjoy yourself because working out should be fun. You are taking care of your body. You're doing an awesome thing for yourself today. All right, bicep curls, traditional bicep curls. All right, this will let the heart rate come down a little bit. I'm gonna grab my fives here. Typically I would go heavier, but I wanna make sure I can talk to you guys. So what I want you to do is have your upper arms right next to your torso. You wanna keep your core engaged so that you're not swinging. If you find yourself starting to swing, try putting one leg back just to stabilize you. But if you're still swinging and you're having to use momentum, just drop the weight, go to a lighter weight or drop the weight altogether, okay? So let's start here. Feet a little wider than hip width, good solid foundation, and we're just gonna lift and lower. So the key here is you don't wanna come up so high that you're hitting your shoulder, because then you're coming into a rest position. Same thing, you don't wanna come all the way down and rest, all right? You wanna keep it somewhere in between there, keeping the muscles engaged the whole time. Work that bicep muscle, right? We're taking the time to do this, so you just wanna make it as effective as possible. And by the way, you're sucking a lot of oxygen here, so if you start to get a little dizzy, of course, you know, slow down, get some water, but sometimes that's just a byproduct of being nervous or working out really hard. So don't let it scare you, okay? I'm right with you. I know all the stuff that goes through our minds. Heart palpitations, I've had those while I was running. That's always a little scary, but you know what? I'm still here. I'm still here, and I'm a trainer, so miracles happen. All right. Keep it moving. So since we're going light today, we're doing a lot of reps, and I'll be honest, I'm just kind of waiting until I start to feel the burn before I change. So if you need to rest at any point, just rest and then hop back into the movement with me. Fitness is a journey, and it's all about progression, and that's the beauty of it. The only opponent that you have here is yourself. Okay, so you can use me as a role model if you want. I can think of other people that are probably better, but the most important teammate that you have is yourself. You want to always challenge yourself to be better than you were yesterday, and that's the only competition that matters. All right, and by the way, we all have our days where we're just not our best selves, and that's okay too. We just move on. Let's do 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, I'm feeling my biceps. You bet I am. All right. So, we worked the biceps. We worked our shoulders when we were doing those crunches. Now we're going to continue to work our shoulders. I want you to go either no weight or very light weight on this next one. We're going to do another full body movement. So what you're going to do is we're going to do a front raise, and we're going to add a heel tap. Just like that. So you're just tapping your heel in front of you while you're lifting those weights to shoulder height. Once again, a little softness in the joint there. Should look like this from the front. Exhale as you lift the weight. Once again, if you can go faster than me or you've got a different rhythm going with your music, you just go for it. I'm just your guide here. Excellent. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Doesn't take much to feel those shoulders. Kind of the rule of thumb is the bigger the muscle group, the more weight you can lift with it. And the smaller, the less weight, and probably the sooner it's going to give out on you. So shoulders and the triceps at the back of your arm are always kind of the culprit. That really burns pretty quickly, so you want to be careful with them. All right, speaking of triceps, let's do some tricep dips, shall we? Let's grab our chair. And what I'm going to do, I'm hoping this chair's sturdy enough. If you see me fall, just continue on. You're gonna put your hands at the edge of the chair. You're gonna scoot off so that your butt is nice and close to the chair. Feet are gonna be right under your knees. And you're gonna use your arms to lift and lower you. Okay, so we're gonna do 10 of them here, and then we'll rest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then take a seat. You might want to grab a little tricep stretch in between. I should note, while you're resting, if this is hard on your wrists or you have any injuries, you can always do a kickback where you're going to lean forward on a 45-degree angle with a nice flat back, and you're going to lift the weight behind you, really squeezing that tricep muscle. Okay, so that's another option that you can do. So pick your poison on this one. We're going to do another 10 reps of our dips or our tricep kickbacks. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. This is it. 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Beautiful. All right. Just look at my plan here. We're going to move this out of the way. We're going to do some calf raises. And we're going to continue to work the shoulders. So what I want you to do is grab your light weights again. If the shoulders are just too tired, just use no weights on this. What we're going to do is stand with the feet right under the hips, parallel to one another. We're going to lift up on our tippy toes and back down. And while we do that, we're doing our side lateral shoulder raise. Really squeeze those calf muscles. And here's a secret for you. This is one of my least favorite exercises. When I teach body sculpting and my HIIT classes, my participants all know that I don't like this because I always get this burn that starts at the bottom of my calf and it goes all the way up to my butt. So if you're getting that, you're not alone. I'm feeling your pain. And then some people can do these all day long. I don't know why. Some of my class participants can just do this with no problem. Meanwhile, I'm burning. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it right now. You can always do one foot at a time as well if this is just not challenging enough, or you can add more weight. And I should note, any of these exercises, if coordinating the upper and lower is just not feasible for you at the moment, you can always do just the calf raises or just the shoulder raises or whatever the movement might be. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna get the heart rate back up again. We're gonna do a stationary skater. So typically a skater would be like this, where we're jumping, and I do those a lot, but we're gonna keep this stationary. So once again, I'm gonna have you take your light weights, and we're just gonna bend from side to side. So as one leg bends, the other one straightens, and just kind of let your arms go and do what feels natural. So you want to keep the weight in the heel of that bent leg. So it kind of looks like you're in a squat on one side. And just pretend you're a speed skater, going down the track here, going for the gold. Excellent. You're doing awesome. Looking at my timer here. 3 more minutes. And then we're moving on to stretch, and then you'll be done. Hear me breathing. Sorry if that's unpleasant. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. So we have worked all of the muscles of our upper body except our chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a push-up using the wall. You can also do this either from your knees or from your toes if you've been working out for quite a while. But I'm going to show you how to do this on the wall in case you're a beginner and this is new to you. So hopefully you can see me here. So you want to have your hands a little wider than your shoulders. And the further out you stand from the wall, the harder this is going to be. What you're going to do is you're going to bend your arms and you're going to bring your forehead to the wall, just like that. Six more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. So keep your core really engaged so that you're not bending in half or spiking your butt up, all right? You just want to keep a nice, strong, straight line as you're going up and down. We're going to do one more set of 12. Ready? And hit it. So just think about bringing that forehead down to the wall, and as you push away from the wall, squeeze your chest muscles together. This is great for keeping your boobs perky, ladies. I know it's always guys that want to work their chest, but it's good for us too. Now my hands, because of this picture, are a little wider than they normally would be, so keep that in mind. One more. It should be more like this, but for the sake of the decorations, I don't want to have to move them. Okay. Hello. One more exercise, and then we're going to stretch. So we're going to do windmills. No weight on this one. Let me see if I can get this right, because this is kind of coordination. So we're going to do like this, and then you step to the other side. So the arms twist in the middle, and then you're kind of doing like a little curtsy lunge. Oops, I messed it up again. Just keep it moving. Okay, now I'm getting it. I'm watching myself in the viewfinder there to see if I look absolutely ridiculous. Okay, our time's almost up. We're going to do 4 more. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woohoo! You ready to stretch? I'm going to bring you down here with me. There we go. So, if you need a pad, just take it out here. What we're going to do is we're going to just start by taking a seat. Reach behind you and just pull your chest forward here. I'm going to move forward here. Now it's time to relax. This is your dessert, and your heart rate's probably still up, and you might start feeling a little flush here as the blood starts to kind of go. Your blood's all in your working muscles right now, so you might feel warm in your face. That's very normal. Okay, so let's take one arm across the body here, just grabbing behind the elbow and working the shoulder, or stretching the shoulder, I should say. Because we worked a lot of shoulders today. You're gonna look so good in a tank top. It's unbelievable. Same thing on the other side. But you know, it's important to remember, and this is what I always talk to my clients about, is that exercise is not just about the size of your jeans. So let's walk one hand out here as far as you can and just, stretch over the body here. It's not just about the size of your jeans. Exercise really is the best preventative medicine. And not only is it the best preventative medicine, but it helps treat many conditions, and especially like we're talking about today. Oh, there's my doggy. Anxiety, panic, depression, all of those things Hello, yes. And doggies help that too, don't they? Okay, same thing on the other side. Walk your hand out as far as you can here. Oops, sorry, babe. And stretch. So I really wanted to bring you an exercise routine that you can do at home, because I know how it is sometimes, especially if you deal with panic, which is always my thing. It's hard sometimes to even be able to get to the gym. Not that we shouldn't work on that, but you know, I'd rather you're working out than avoiding it altogether. So let's take the feet together, and we're gonna stretch the groin here. Be very gentle. If you're less flexible, your feet might be further out in front of you. I wanna make sure you guys can see me. A little trick is to kind of take your feet and sort of open them like a book, and that will help get your knees closer to the ground here. Yeah, so anyway, that's why my dog wants me to play. I feel bad. She's giving me her toy. I can't play right now. I'm helping people. So let's take the legs out straight now, and we're just gonna take our chest and think about bringing it down towards the feet. Now, I'm not very flexible, so if you land on your calves, you land on your toes, some of you might have your face all the way down on your legs, and I envy you. You just want to take it to the place where you start to feel that tension in the muscle, or sorry, I should say release in the muscle. You might feel a little pull there, but we don't want any pain. And this is great for stretching the back, which we worked very hard, as well as the hamstrings and the back of the legs. Sometimes it helps to just kind of back off for a second and then come back down. We just don't want to see this, all right? We don't want to stretch like that, because that is just, it's not good for you. It really increases your risk of injury. I'm sorry, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. I'll be done in a little bit. I'm sorry, if you can you see her? Oh yeah, you can see her. All right, now I'm gonna have you take one leg, cross it over. You're gonna sit up nice and straight, and you're gonna hook the opposite elbow around the knee, and you're just gonna twist to the back of the room and feel that nice opening in the side of the hip and your back. A few more seconds. I apologize for the dog. She's working my anxiety here. You need to stop. Once again, sit up nice and straight. Hook the elbow. Look towards the back of the room. Pardon me, maybe if I throw this, she'll be quiet. There you go. Just give in to her. That's the best. That's the best dog training there is. All right. Good job, guys. Let's see. So let's just stretch the triceps quickly here. Just taking your hand, reaching it down your back, pushing the elbow back. Same thing on the other side. Excellent. Shake it out. Now just take your head to one side. I like to always stretch the neck because we store a lot of tension in the neck. And especially when you're doing, yes babe, when we're doing a lot of shoulder movements. Now look down at 45 degrees and just feel a little gentle push on your neck if that's okay on it. You'll know. When we're working the shoulders, we tend to tense up our necks a little bit. So, and other side. So we just want to take the time to stretch it out. And look down at 45. And back to center. Oh, now she's going to behave. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. I hope this is helpful to you. You can head to my blog at brunetteandbalanced.com if you have any questions. If you like this, let me know. I can certainly make more. And subscribe because I make new videos every Wednesday. So I will be seeing you guys very soon, and have a good rest of your day.